Governor Umar Ganduje of Kano State has said that former presidents, Chief Olusegun Obasanjo and Ibrahim Badamasi Babangida are against President Muhammadu Buhari's re-election bid because of his war against corruption. The Punch reports that the governor said Obasanjo and Babangida have no moral right to oppose the president considering the things they did while in office. He said, "Look at Obasanjo and the third-term ambition. Do you know how much he spent on his third-term project? Billions of naira was spent. Must the constitution be amended because of him? Is that the kind of character that can rule us?" The Kano governor said President Buhari's corruption war was the reason for the duo's rejection of his plans. He said, "Let us look at the antecedents of the two former heads of state. Ibrahim Babangida ruled this country for 9 years and at the end, he said he would not go. An election was conducted and a democratic president was elected, but the election was annulled. Has Muhammadu Buhari committed any political crime similar to that? Babangida wanted to continue but could not, so he introduced an interim government. The interim government was with a clause, which would make the military to come back again. Somebody, who ruled for 9 years and wanted to continue to rule, is there any justification for him to stop someone who has ruled for 4 years and the Constitution of Nigeria has given him the mandate to rule for another 4 years? They, Obasanjo and Babangida, are therefore not qualified to advise Buhari to rule for only 1 term. So, nobody can rely on their pieces of advice. Those elements that are fighting Buhari are doing so because they know he is fighting corruption. An ordinary man on the street appreciates Buhari's fight against corruption. That is why we are requesting him to recontest the 2019 presidential poll. On the role the governors played in President Buhari's re-election bid, he said, "Certainly, some of us, governors, for a pretty long time, acted positively in order to persuade President Buhari to seek a second mandate. We are convinced that the president is a very honest leader. He believes in the Constitution of Nigeria. He made it clear that he would improve on the security situation of the country, check insurgency as well as improve the economy of the country. These 3 cardinal issues are very important. That is why I am assuring you that Buhari will win more votes in the 2019 presidential election compared to what he got in 2015. President Muhammadu Buhari has finally reacted to the controversial and strong-worded letter the former president, Olusegun Obasanjo, wrote to him in January. In the letter, Obasanjo had asked the president to forget about contesting in 2019, saying doing so would amount to overstretching the tolerance of Nigerians. He advised Buhari to retire from active public service and take his role on the sidelines as a statesman. Following the release of the letter, Femi Adesina, spokesman of the president, had said President Buhari ordered his aides not to join issues with the ex-president.